Hi there and welcome to the latest update from We Are The Goodison Gang. It is the match preview ahead of Everton's game on Sunday at 1:30 kickoff. It is a 6-pointer. Everton taking on Nottingham Forest at Goodison Park. Everton coming off a 6-0 defeat to Chelsea last Monday. But it's going to be a tough game for Sean Dyche's Toffees, but I've got to believe that Sean Dyche's Toffees can do it. It's going to be hard, but it is what it is. Let's see what the manager said in his press conference today before we get into our starting 11 and my predictions for the game. His manager, Sean Dyche, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Jared Branthwaite will be fit, but this is what the manager says on the team updates.
I mean, the debate on how much football's getting played by individuals, are we asking too much of them as players and all the rest of it? So there's a bigger picture debate, I think, particularly the teams that are super successful every season, playing all sorts of different trophies. For the beauty of the cup, I suppose it changes, obviously. The glamour of it and the kind of prestige of it changes, but I don't know, they're cramming so much into football now, and certainly in the Premier League season. And as I said, particularly the teams that are doing well in all sorts of different competitions. I don't think it's an easy situation because there are a lot of games. And as I said, the higher up you go, the more trophies you're in. It does get a lot of games. You know, players are playing 55, 65 games a season. And it does get challenging, I think, for them. And that's not including internationals, don't forget, as well.
Yeah, when you nearly got to the final with Chesterfield, that was the only replay.
Pesky referees, eh? Them blooming referees.
I think the only replay that you played in that run was the actual semi-final, and the replays in semi-finals have been gone for years now.
Yeah. I mean, it's. But like I said, I don't think it's an easy situation. You know, to make them decisions and who's saying what and who wants what, and you know, in the latest debate about player well-being and then heading the ball and extra time, they keep adding more extra time. You know, where does it all live? Which one's which? So, but generally speaking, I think most managers would suggest that players play a lot of games, particularly the ones who are involved in international tournaments as well.
How's your squad looking, in particular Jared Branthwaite? How serious is the injury to him? And Dominic Calvert-Lewin, will he be fit for the weekend?
Yeah, both trained. We were light today, but both trained light and came through it. So we hope there's no reaction to that. Pose is he'll be out for the season. He will need surgery. Very unfortunate injury. We're disappointed in that one for him as much as us as well. And Shea, we're waiting on, but hopefully he'll calm down quickly. But touch and go at best for this weekend.
What about Idrissa Gana Gueye?
Yeah, he should be okay. His calf settled. He trained today. Similar, low-level training today, but he trained and he was okay.
How hopeful are you that Jared will be okay to take his place in the heart of your defence?
Yeah, as I said, he's come through today, but it was a light session. There'll be a bit more on it tomorrow. So hopefully there's no reaction today, and therefore he can move forward tomorrow.
How'd you go about just parking what happened on Monday night?
We can't just park it, that's for sure. I certainly players were affected by it, very disappointed, as was I, in my part, of course, as manager. I take responsibility inevitably, and we spoke to the players about it. They fed back their disappointment as well as mine. But equally, by now we've made sense of it, of course. But, a day after we certainly didn't. It was a challenge. But now you do have to park it. So we've had a chat about it this morning to finish it off and just go, right, that's gone, we move forwards.
When you say you've made sense of it, what have you been able to pinpoint?
Well, just the basics. You've got to do the basics. You've got to work. You've got to harry. You've got to press. You've got to fight. You've got to tackle. You've got to play, of course. And we were nowhere near either. There was pockets of it. I think we bizarrely started well and should have went 1-0 up, but pockets are not enough. And any football match, but certainly not when you're away at places like Chelsea. Although they're having an up and down time, they've still got some very, very talented players, and we let them use their talent rather than stopping it.
Given it's two clubs as well who are so close to each other in the table, two clubs who've got appeals pending as well against a points deduction, do we look at this as a must-win?
I think everyone uses that. I mean, since I've been at Everton Football Club, I've tried to make it clear every game should be a must-win. It should be every football club, but I think, you know, the stature and the grandeur of the club, I think every game must win. That's what I want the players' mentality to be. Endlessly spoken since I've been here about finding consistency. We've had spells and we have. We've had spells and we haven't, and that we certainly haven't over the last run. But equally making sense of that and using the things we learn and using that to move forward. So the next one's a big one, but they should all be big games when you're wearing Everton shirt.
Sure.
Hi, Sean. Just looking at Nottingham Forest recently, the run that they've had, they've picked up a number of points. They've had one defeat in their last 5 games. Have you seen something more from them in these matches than maybe before that it's going to be a challenge for you?
I think if you stretch their run a bit longer, I think you'll find they haven't won that many. I think it's 2 in 13 or something like that. So, you know, that doesn't mean they're not a fair side. They're working. I've seen them. They're working. They're like most teams. They're trying to get things right. It's a challenge for them, but it's not my concern. My concern is what we're doing.
Do you see a difference in them under Nuno, though, that will mean that this game is maybe different for you?
I don't think it's been radical difference. Results don't suggest radical difference, but that doesn't mean there's not tactical differences. Of course, there's tactical differences. Each manager sets up slightly differently, changes things. We'll have to wait and see. But on the day, you know, I say it to you endlessly because it's a fact of what we do, and that's making sure our players are aware, but not so aware that they forget to play themselves. And maybe that's a challenge we've got to get right. You know, giving them enough, but not too much, and making sure that we're aware of what our part of the game is to take it on. So, but no, they're a decent outfit without a doubt.
Can I just check? Dominic Calvert-Lewin, is he fit for this game?
He came through training today.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Thanks, Ian. We'll go to Julia.
So that was Sean Dyche's press conference. As he said, Dominic Calvert-Lewin will be fit for the trip.
Nottingham Forest, high energy, high tempo team, scored 6 goals in the last 3 games. How do you go about matching that pace and energy then, especially after the disappointment at Chelsea?
Well, I think the physicality of games, we've proven this season statistically how powerful we can be. And we've done it many occasions, so we've got to get that right. It should be a given. It's not always. We certainly didn't supply that side of the game on Monday, so that's got to change. The idea of players being up for it, the ideas of playing your game, the ideas of the tempo of the game, they're things that are good as some we're looking to have more of a say in. You know what?
Yeah, as Dyche said, it's all about the tempo in the game as well. Right, my starting 11, in goal, Jordan Pickford. Then I'm going to go with Ashley Young, Jared Bronthwaite, Jim Trajkowski and Vitaly Mykhalenko. As you know, I'm going to have Ben Godfrey, not Ashley Young. Then in front of them, I'm going to go with Amadou Onana, Idrissa Gana Gueye, and Gomez and Abdoulaye Doucouré. In front of them, Dwight McNeil on the left, on the right. I'm going to go with Dwight McNeil, and on the left, Dan Juma, and up front, Dominic Calvert-Lewin getting us the goals. Hopefully Dominic Calvert-Lewin will score. Hopefully, fingers crossed, Dominic Calvert-Lewin will score. Fingers crossed. And also, after that, I'm going to go with a 2-0 win to Everton. Everton to win 2-0 at Goodison Park. Come on, up the toffees. If we need to win this game no matter what. This game is a must-win game for Sean Dyche's toffees. I cannot stress, it's literally a must-win game. From minute 1 to minute 90, we need to try our hardest. And it's a massive 6-pointer for Everton Football Club against Nottingham Forest. But let's hope that we can come and win the game, because it's at Goodison and we should be winning. The likes of Forest, especially because it's at Goodison Park, we should be winning. So let's hope that we can win them, because that'd be a massive 6 points, especially that we're at Goodison Park. As well. So let's hope that we can do it. I cannot stress, it's literally a must win for Sean Dyche's toffees tomorrow at Goodison Park. I cannot stress, it's a must win. Let's hope that Sean Dyche Toffees can do it, especially at Goodison Park.
Away from home is sometimes difficult, but at Goodison we've been trying
But
to make
2-0
it
win
the
to
right
Everton
place
and
for us
then
to
with-
play in and control games with or without possession. Now, don't forget that you can control games without possession as much as you can with possession, with shape and with your organisation, but also with your physicality, the pressing involved in football. So we've been trying to do that. We've got to do it better. As simple as that. We've got to do all departments better than Monday. That's without a shadow of a doubt. But remind ourselves of some of the good stuff that they've been doing even during a tough run. And also trying to remind the players, look, it's not their fault nor mine what's
Thanks
happened.
for watching.
But it's
See you
happened.
later. Bye-bye.
You know, I'm trying to keep pushing that.